Welcome to lesson 1 of the 3 video series of Awaken Your Light. In this bundle, you should have been able to access this video or this audio. You also should have been able to get a free workbook to go along with this and also an accompanying guided meditation. My advice to you would be to listen to this audio and this lesson, take in the aspects that have come up in it, then take time over the next day or maybe now if you feel ready to go through the workbook that's accompanying it, giving yourself time to really think about the questions and answers that you're writing down. And then you have the guided meditation to accompany it, which will help with relaxation, rebalancing and grounding. And you can listen to this at any time. The best times for meditation, I feel, are first thing in the morning and last thing at night, to ground yourself before you begin the day and to ground yourself before you finish it. But let's begin. The main reason I created this video series is because so often in my work with clients and also for my personal self and for my personal experience, I feel that most of us are not living to our fullest potential. It is not easy to really be who we are here to be because we have life circumstances that can stand in the way. We can have fear, doubt, worry. We can sabotage ourselves. We can have had trauma, health issues. We can have had things happen to us that were beyond our control. And all of these things can build up to hold us back from who we truly are and also hold us back from living the life that we're meant to have. When we're born, we are born as an energy of the purest white light. This white light that surrounds us and we're encompassed by holds the greatest potential to live a life beyond our wildest dreams, to allow ourselves to be who we're meant to be. For most of us, however, including myself, we go through life with all of these different circumstances that happen to us or that we create ourselves as well. And these circumstances and situations end up dimming our light. Gradually, bit by bit, parts of our light start to switch off or be fogged over, or we can't even see it. Some of us have more light than others based on our circumstances, and vice versa. When we die, we go back to the light. We go back to that pure potential, that abundance, that positive, peaceful energy. And while this is my personal belief, and it may not be something that you are aligned to, one thing that we can all know for sure is that a lot of us, or most of us, struggle with creating that ideal life for ourselves. So for me in this Awaken Your Light 3 video series, I aim to help you to come back, to dig deep and to get back to your original light, to be the person you meant to be the person you want to be, and to experience the great aspects of life. Of course, we're going to have stress and strain. That is the part of life, and it is a part that we're not also happy with. But it's how we react to that stress. How can we get to a place where it doesn't encroach on our life so much it stops us? And how can we step out of our own way? So 3 things that are going to talk about today are: what's holding you back? When your light is dimmed, we've got to look at those things. What are the things that hold you back at this moment in time? You'll be able to answer questions on that in your workbook later. The next thing is, how can you serve? I believe, and even though, and I'll openly admit this, I find this extremely difficult to do, while we're meant to have a good life, we are here for a purpose. We've been put here. Your purpose could be to be the best mother, the best father, to be an amazing employee, to travel the world, to work for a charity, to work in a healing work, to work on the holistic side, to be an accountant, to be a lawyer. Whatever it is that when you're doing something or being that part of your life, the passion is ignited. You have a sense of purpose. You feel awake. You feel enlightened. And I believe that that purpose has been given to us before we were born. But how many of us are living that? I would say I'm definitely living my purpose through work. I love what I do and I'm so blessed in what I do. But I can also equally say there are other aspects of my life that I'm definitely not living to my full potential. And yes, things have happened to stop that for me. But do I continue to blame them or hold on to them, or do I work on trying to let them go? Marianne Williamson gave an amazing quote before, and that quote was, "Magic is when we ask the universe, I want this and I'd like this and I'll have it on this date at this date." And while I'm fully believe in visualization and goal setting, when we visualize, we have to leave it open for the energy of that to happen, one, but also for what's meant to be for us. I might believe that I need to do a certain job. The universe might have something different for me. And maybe by blocking myself or holding on to this vision so tightly and not being open to anything else, I'm missing out on something amazing that could come into my life. Marianne Williamson also said that miracles are then when we say to the universe, what would you have me do? How would you like me to serve? Yes, we are here to live our fullest potential and to awaken our light and to allow ourselves to be happy. But from our own happiness, we can also help other people be happiness. We can have an infectious energy. We can be successful in our personal self, in our happiness, in our work, in our family life, in our relationship life, and help others in our lives to show them the way also. So one of the things in looking at your purpose is feeling deep in your gut, in the pit of your stomach, what you know is right and what you feel is right, even if you're afraid of it, but also being open to a higher source to allow you to be awakening your light from a place of yourself, but also from a higher energy, from that source of where we come from. When we find that purpose, we can allow our life to move in immeasurable ways. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how to clear that fear. What do we need to do to step out of our way? I listened to an amazing girl called Gabrielle Bernstein from the States, and I love her work. She's really normal, really energetic, really enthusiastic woman. And recently I was watching one of her videos where she talked about the man who brought in Kundalini Yoga into the States back in the 60s, talked about the Aquarian age. He made predictions about the Aquarian age, and the Aquarian age is what we're living in right now. He said a third of us would die, a third of us would go mad, and a third of us would wake up. Wake up to the potential that's here. We are in an incredible time for change. We have so many resources at our fingertips. We are lucky to be at a time where we can live our fullest potential and help others to do the same. We're also living in a time that's extremely difficult. When we look around the world and everything that's going on, aren't we blessed to be able to pull back and be able to connect into ourselves and not experience these things that are happening? Aren't we blessed to be living in a country where that isn't going on right now? So my question to you as we finish this video is, are you ready to wake up? Are you ready to wake up and be who you're meant to be? To go and serve the world as we're meant to serve it, both for yourself and for others? And are you ready to step out of your own way? I really look forward to speaking with you in video 2, where we're going to look at digging deeper so that we can wake up and awaken our light. What do we need to free ourselves from? And how are we going to do it? And then in video 3, we'll be looking at the 6 ways to help us truly awaken our light. Thank you for joining me.